Here are 4 hard truths about dating in your 30s. And I believe that number 1 is especially true for men, but people are set in their ways once they get to their 30s. So, you know those sayings like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, zebra doesn't change their stripe, that's dating in your 30s. Men are just like set in their ways. So there's just like no changing them. They are who they are. You either have to like accept them for all that they are, or like that's it. Yeah. The second one might seem a little obvious, but people are coming with baggage, and that means ex-husbands, ex-wives, baby mamas, baby daddies, kids, emotional baggage, relationship trauma. In your 30s, like 9 out of 10, they're gonna come with some form of baggage. Number 3 sounds ridiculous, but like just bear with me. We're genuinely busy in our 30s. At this point in our life, we all have careers, we have potential families. Also, like we're just tired. I don't know about anybody else, but if I've worked an entire day, I honestly do not want to come home and get ready to go out on a date to dinner. I know I'm probably going to be out until at least 9 or 10 o'clock at night and then have to go to sleep and go to work the next day. Like I just don't have the energy for it the way that I did in my 20s. The busyness is real. The cancellation is real. Honestly, the energy to go on dates is just like not there like it was in my 20s. And lastly, your biological clock is ticking. The thing about this is it's like good and it's bad. It's good in the sense that I think people take dating a little bit more seriously now than they did in their 20s. But what I've noticed is that people tend to rush into things that aren't right for them because their biological clock is ticking.
And you wonder why I tell you guys to date younger women. Because when you date older women, these post-wall alpha widows, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get these jaded, burnt out women who don't even really want to date. They don't even like men at this point, right? Especially after being bamboozled by all of those Chads, Pookies, and Tyrones throughout their 20s. I mean, can you blame them? They're just worn out, right? They're drained. They can't even have fun with dating anymore. And this is why it really just becomes about sex and selling them on the fantasy that you're going to be there forever, man. You know, that is really the sad truth. And this is what feminism has sold these women, right? It's just sold them this complete bag of lemons, right? These harsh truths of life that when you don't have a man, okay, you don't get married when you're young, this is the nonsense that you're going to be dealt. This is the hand that you're going to be dealt, right? If you don't leave the casino with all your chips when you're ahead, the casino is going to take that money from you. As I say, the house always wins, right? Father time, when you're a female, father time always wins. At least for men. It starts to work in our favor for pretty much the remainder of our lives after our 20s, right? I mean, we're just kind of goofy when we're younger. We don't mature as fast, kind of stupid. We don't have any direction. But then once we get on the right track, we start to make some money for ourselves and we start to do well for ourselves. Then the vortex opens up, right? And we just have a world of options. The world really truly does become our oyster. Whereas for women, it's the reverse, right? For women, you know, their lives are gravy the first 2-3 decades, right? The first 2-3 decades, I mean, they get the world handed to them on a silver platter. But after that, it's all downhill unless they catch a lifeboat, like on the Titanic. Unless they get on a lifeboat where they'll be rescued. But if they choose to stay on the Titanic, right, which is basically the dating apps, that ship will eventually sink, right? There's going to be no hope. No more lifeboats are coming back for you. You're screwed. It's the best way I could put it. Next clip.
Story time. I'm 34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I buy shit for myself. I moved to LA 11 years ago, and I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I worked for everything that I have, and I'm failing at relationships. I really don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I so scary? But yeah, I've succeeded in many areas of my life, but relationships are really not happening for me. So at this point, I'm just thinking that, you know what, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I'm just meant to be by myself. The whole soulmate, love of my life, my best friend, whatever. I don't want a man who's not okay with me talking about my feelings or how I feel, or asking questions, or making plans, or thinking about future. I don't want a man who's scared of all that. And I don't think men who are not scared of that exist anymore. So, girlies out there who have a man like that, just cherish them and, thank them for all of us single ladies out here struggling with the current dating reality.
Yeah, let this be a lesson to you. When all else fails, just play victim, right? When things aren't going your way and, you're just sucking out there and you've made mistakes your entire dating life, just whip out the violin and play victim. Cry me a river. I mean, this woman, she's not ugly. I mean, she's not super hot or anything, but she's pretty average. I mean, even an average girl like her can easily land herself a beta provider if she just sinks her standards just a bit, right? Put some weights on her standards so they sink a little bit, where she can at least be somewhere in the ballpark of reality, right? But we know, us in the red pill community, right? Us guys, we know what the problem is here. You know the type of guy she's going for. Okay, there's no reason at all why she should be single. Okay, you know exactly the type of guys that she wants. That is out of her range, man. It's just out of your shopping price right now, lady. I mean, it's like somebody who is constantly complaining that they don't have a car, right? I just want a car. I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of riding my bike. I'm tired of taking public transportation. It stinks. And then you tell them, well, don't you have like 30 grand in the bank? Why don't you go buy yourself a Camry, right? You got 30 grand. You could go buy that Camry. And then they go, no, are you kidding me? I don't want that Camry. I want a G-Wagon. And you're like, wait a minute, G-Wagon's like $250, man. Just get the Camry, then you can have yourself a car. You don't have to take the smelly bus. Nah, man, I want the G-Wagon. It's like, all right, then you're gonna have to take the bus. And then them going, man, I don't have any transportation. I always have to walk. I always have to take the bus. This sucks. It's like, okay, you need to lower your standards. Go get the Camry, man. All right, you want the Camry, go get the Honda Accord. But I don't want it. I want the G-Wagon. It doesn't work that way, right? You could have had a G-Wagon back in your 20s, right? You could have been rolling the G-Wagon, but you can't anymore. Oh, yeah. It's really just sickening at this point when you look in the comments and you see all these simps who haven't woken up yet, who are still plugged into the matrix, telling these women like, oh, you're beautiful, honey. Don't worry, that Prince Charming will come along. And they continue to fuel this delusion that, she's been living her entire life. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below and I'll see you in the next one.
With that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to destroy that like button below. I want you to destroy it, guys. Please destroy that like button for me. Do it for the DeLorean. Do it for Cash and Gizmo. Just destroy that like button. Do it now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, especially because they don't like me doing coaching videos like this. They don't want to promote me anymore. So I need you guys to help me out. And the way you can help me out is by subscribing to my channel. Okay, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. So hit that subscribe button right now so you could get more free, high value content from me at no cost just by being a subscriber of the 33 Secrets. And for you guys who want to support my work and all this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you on the YouTube even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the hottest, youngest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making this happen every single week, regardless of what racial division is going on in the world, kind of virus is going on in the world. It doesn't matter. We are continuing to live our lives and making things happen 24/7, 365 days a year, all around the world, in all 4 corners of the world. And I want you to join my tribe. I want you to join our crew. I want you to become one of us. And the way you do that is by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of mastery coaching lessons from me. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. Say goodnight to the DeLorean. Good night, DeLorean. Good night, stainless steel. Back to the future dream. Good night.